Boo! Did I scare you? If so, you are way too young to be watching my channel. Anyway, welcome to another album review. I know I said I wouldn't be doing any more of these, but I lied. And because it's Halloween, I thought I would review an album that's a little bit spooky. Not only is it a Halloween-themed album, but it's from the infamous Now That's What I Call Music series. Ooh, scary. So is the playlist any darn good? Well, we're gonna find out as we review Now That's What I Call Halloween, released in September 2015. Starting with Halloween Theme by John Carpenter. I have never seen the Halloween movie, but I really do want to. Just the theme alone piques my interest with the iconic piano notes. Dragula by Rob Zombie. Oh, Rob Zombie, what's there to say about him? No, really, what is there? I wasn't a fan of his music before I even heard of him, if that's even possible. O Fortuna by St. Louis Symphony Orchestra and Chorus. I never knew the name of this one, but I've heard it like everywhere. Even if you think you haven't heard this, chances are you have. I personally can't take this one seriously because it's been used in a lot of YouTube poops. Tubular, or Theme from The Exorcist, by Mike Ofield. I've never seen The Exorcist, but for a reason. Because I don't want to. But it does give off a spooky vibe with those notes. Don't Fear the Reaper by Blue Oyster Cult. I consider this one a perfect addition to this playlist. It may not have an exact Halloween vibe, but it does give off a spooky feeling listening to this. Plus, there's more cowbell. Devil Inside by INXS. I can understand why this one is in here, but this one really doesn't have a Halloween theme to me. Plus, there are so much better INXS songs out there, with the one I recommend being Mediate. Bad Things, or Theme from True Blood by Jace Everett. Another one where I can understand why it's in there, but still doesn't have a real Halloween kind of vibe to me. Werewolves of London by Warren Zevon. There's something just so comically sophisticated about this song, which I love so much. Maybe Twilight would have been a better movie if it focused more on British werewolves. Ghost Town by The Specials. I believe this marks the first time I ever heard a Halloween reggae song, and although it's a very interesting inclusion to this playlist, I don't give it much thought. Dead Man's Party by Oingo Boingo. This one to me doesn't really stand out as much as their other songs. Still a crazy listen though. Monster Mash by Bobby Boris Pickett and the Crypt-Kickers. This is, and forever will be, a Halloween classic. This had every right to reach #1 on the Billboard 100s. Pretty much Halloween Songs 101. I will always get a kick out of this, no matter how old I get. This is Halloween by the Citizens of Halloween. I'm going to say something completely controversial here. I did not like The Nightmare Before Christmas. That being said though, this is a solid addition to this playlist. It definitely deserves its spot. And I don't really have much to say other than that, so I'm gonna let someone else take over here.
Boo! Hi there! Jack Skellington VA again. Hope you're all doing okay. I just want to say this is one of my favorite songs. I really like all the covers of it. It's such a wonderful song to play during this time of year. You know, I really don't know what else to say about this song that somebody hasn't already said. However, this movie is probably one of the biggest ones that ever influenced me. After all, my voice, stage name, and gimmick are all identical to this film. I even have the entire soundtrack to this movie downloaded on my phone. I'd go as far to say the only thing that came close to influencing me this much is Invader Zim. Regardless, this is a wonderful song to play during your spooky month, isn't it? Anyway, please be safe out there, have a wonderful rest of your Halloween, and enjoy the rest of the review, okay? Bye!
Season of the Witch by Donovan. I feel like this one is the most underwhelming track here. I feel like it's only on here just because it has witch in the title. And I don't think I would know that many people who has heard of this song. I Put a Spell on You by Nina Simone. Also kind of boring in my opinion. Beetlejuice, main title, end title, by Danny Elfman. Another controversial statement here, I didn't like Beetlejuice that much. I didn't hate it, it just didn't stick out to me. But this theme does fit the style of the movie so well, and Danny Elfman is a very legendary composer. Ghostbusters by Run-DMC. This sucks. Before I listened to this, I was just expecting a cover of Ray Parker Jr.'s song. So at first I was glad that this song was their own thing, until I started listening to it. It had a promising beginning, but it just fell oh so flat. It sucked harder than Ghostbusters 2016. which is saying something. A Nightmare on My Street by DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. I love A Nightmare on Elm Street. I only saw it just last year, but it's one of my favorite horror movies. And this is a solid rap song about it, even though the Freddy Krueger impression sucks. But although I liked it, I wouldn't go out of my way to put it in my Halloween playlist or anything. Still a nice addition though. Somebody's Watching Me by Rockwell. Another iconic Halloweenish song. But let's be honest here, we only know this guy because of Michael Jackson. Still, it's a very fun song about being paranoid. And the IRS. And there you go. That was the Halloween album. And my favorite was Monster Mash by Bobby Boris Pickett and the Crypt-Kickers. And my least favorite was Dragula by Rob Zombie. I was pretty disappointed that a lot of Halloween songs I liked didn't make it to the playlist. So real quick, I'll give you Daks top 5 Halloween songs. Ooh. Starting with Dr. Heckyll and Mr. Jive by Men at Work. Although this one is more goofy than spooky, it's still a fun listen to me. Spooky by Atlanta Rhythm Section. This song has to count because it references Halloween, right? Devil Woman by Cliff Richard. One of my favorite groovy 70s songs, plus I love how low budget yet artistic the music video is. Witch Doctor by Cartoons. This, in my opinion, is the superior version to this song. It's so darn wacky you can't not enjoy it. Plus at the very least, you won't have to listen to the Alvin and the Chipmunks cover. And last but not least, Spooky Scary Skeletons by Andrew Gold. Whatever you're listening to this or the Living Tombstone remix, you are in to have a good time. A very spooky, scary time, but a good time nevertheless. Because you know what's the best part about skeletons? Unlike all the other monster creatures, they're real. And there you have it, folks. That was my top 5 and that album. I hope you guys have a happy Halloween. Because when it's over, you're gonna hear nothing but Christmas music for the rest of the year.